requirement. So, to be honest, I think I'll just watch game 2. Why the heck not? Alright, so Shiina versus Dev it is. We haven't seen either of these players in action yet today. We've seen Zigzag and Gingy, so good to give some other players some screen time. Let's see. Dev, let's see. It was Dev who lost to, I don't remember, was it MK? No, Shiina lost to MK. I think both these guys lost 2-0, I think, in their first games, so they are hurting a little bit and hoping to get back on track. We'll see which of the players is able to do that. Are these North Sula poles? Or not? I can't see them closely enough. Black car would work for Sula. I can't quite tell if they're the North Sula poles or not. Oh, Rokan Hilir. Okay, so it's gonna be Riau. Now the question is, does Dev know them? He's thinking about it. He's not sure. Shiina is sure, and he has the right area. Dev is hedging, so he's not sure. He's thinking it could be Sumatra or West Kalimantan with these poles. Is he gonna go? No, he's not. Okay, so Shiina's gonna get some points here. Wow, it's max north, border with North Sumatra, but very, very nice guess from Shiina there. He knew his Kabupaten. That's a very important thing to learn as a moving player, and, you know, Dev is less of a moving player, so it makes sense he doesn't know Kabupaten, but Shiina doing a great job in taking advantage of, you know, his advantage. Alright. This is it Peru? I think it's Peru. I don't see much, though. Shiina's sending Cusco. I don't know if he saw something, or if he's just making a reading guess, but he zoomed in pretty confidently, and this is a very different guess from Dev. Damage could be major here. Heck, I mean, it could even be game if it's Shiina who's right. And it is. Is it game? I think it is. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. I honestly, I didn't see if Shiina had info. Let me know in chat if he did. I think he zoomed in on something, but I don't remember seeing the word Cusco, but maybe I did not look closely enough. He's got his Red Bull. Shiina is locked in. Really nice victory there. In the mode that, again, I think Shiina feels surely that he has the moving advantage over Dev, so definitely important for him to get that win. GGQ's moving a lot. Yeah, he has been playing a lot more moving recently. I respect him for it, I have to say. Alright, we head to game 2. It's the no move. Looks like white car with an antenna, so probably Turkey, although it looks kind of weird for Turkey, honestly, but it looks like Bulgaria, so it makes sense that Dev is clicking in that general vicinity. Because honestly, without the car, I would probably be in Bulgaria on this round. And she's going in the European part, which also makes sense, given the landscape. We'll see which one of them is right. I think both of these guesses are perfectly reasonable. Wow. I have to assume that it was Turkey, but it is literally downtown Bulgaria. Maybe it was Bulgaria. It might actually have been Bulgaria. What is that car? It just looked like the Turkey car, so I understand why they sent Turkey there. Weird. Alright, round 2 we have a South Africa. Not much info to be had, so they're just going to probably try and line this up. Both of them doing the same thing. See if they can match the angle to anything. Makes sense with the dry flatness that we would be somewhere between roughly Joburg and Bloemfontein. Dev looks like he's found a road he likes north of Lesotho. Shiina's a bit more north than that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Dev got the road. What an incredible guess. Wow, he just lined that up. It was like the first road he zoomed in on. Incredible from Dev. What a guess. He takes the lead back here. Norway. Norway's a tricky one. At least for me. I never know what part of Norway I'm in. They're zooming into very different areas. Dev is up near Lofoten and Shiina's down near Ålesund. There's going to be big points on offer here. If anything, I might have thought maybe it is more north like where Dev is, but I'm so bad at Norway that I'm not going to try and give my input here. We will just see who's right. Oh! Wait, Dev switched down. I didn't realize. You know, it looked like what happened there was he moved down to where his pin is there, but then he tried to move back up a little bit because he clicked... You saw the ping on the map. I think he actually clicked pretty close to the 5K at the end, but he was too late. So Dev definitely had an opportunity to take a few more points there, but still ended up closer. So this is going to be Slovenia. We have the bollards, we have the road lines, we have the language, so there's not much to talk about here. A little more south towards Ribnica, but yeah, that was never going to mean too much. Shiina trying to close this out, but again, Dev so strong and no move at NPC that it's going to be hard for Shiina to pull this off, but again, not that Shiina isn't also a formidable player in his own right. This looks like Russia or possibly Ukraine. Actually kind of hard to tell which one it is. The car maybe looks more Russian, more black, but just looking at the antenna, I would imagine it's Russia, but it's definitely a little weird. Dev is in Russia, towards Kirov, I think, and he sends it in. Shiina has not zoomed yet, so I do not know what he's thinking, but it looks like he's thinking something similar, although he's a bit more south, I think. And it ends up being Nizhny Novgorod, so honestly, good guesses from both players there on a pretty tough round. Very difficult kind of urban environment, long antenna. It's about the toughest kind of rush around you can get, so all things considered, the guesses from both players were very, very good. Round 6, we've got a field. Sure is a field. I don't have much more to say about this one. Somewhere in the middle of Europe, somewhere, I don't know. Could be France, could be Czechia, Austria, Slovenia. I kind of like Austria, Slovenia, if anything, but it's so flat that maybe not. Could be Hungary. I mean, I don't know. Italy is interesting. Italy could work too. I don't mind that guess either. But this could decide the game on 3.5x damage around this difficult. Czechia for Shiina. Switching to Austria. Austria was my first thought, just about. And it ends up being, might have been Croatia. That or it's Hungary, it's on the border. But both players end up pretty much equidistant. But it does make sense. The area that ended up being very flat part of Central Europe. I think this is New Zealand, although I didn't get a great look at it. Oh no, it's Tasmania. Oops. Okay. Yeah, more expansive landscape. Poles are probably better for Australia too. And then the light blue car color is very Taz, so... Oh yeah, the bollards are Australia. I just couldn't quite see them. Alright. Well, both players will go Taz. I'll probably be roughly central. So we will have very little damage done here. Basically the same guess. 4. But Shiina's running out of time. Dev's guesses have been so consistent, he's like not even able to get any points off of him, but he's only got 3 rounds left to make up this deficit, although to be fair, it's a pretty small deficit. Is this New Kenya? The car looks weird. I think it's New Kenya. These acacia trees, I'd imagine it's... I don't know. Is it more north or south? Because like southern Kenya and like northern and eastern Kenya can look really similar. It looks like... Yeah, see, Shiina's in the southeast. It looks like Dev is a lot more north here. It's just hard to tell, honestly. I'm not sure where I would go. It's a tough round. Dev is considering switching, and he is going to switch. Is he going to switch back? Shiina's saying in, like, Tsavo National Park. Dev looks very unsure. These are different enough guesses to make a difference. We'll see. And it is more north. That's right around where Dev was initially. He had his pin, I think, pretty close to there. He would have wanted if he'd stuck with it, but Shiina is alive, just about. And he needs a big country, but this is not over. I thought South Africa first here. Northern South Africa, maybe towards Botswana. Which is the same thought that Dev has. Probably not going to be enough for Shiina to make the comeback here, I would imagine. Maybe he can get some points, but he's just going to want to stay alive here. Ooh, he's a bit more southwest. Okay. Well, we'll see. Ooh, he thought about switching over more northeast. It was more northeast. It is towards Botswana and Zimbabwe. Really, really well played by Dev, you have to say. I mean, the consistency in that game was super impressive. And he outlasts Shiina in the no move to take it to the NMBZ. Beautifully done by both players there. But, yeah, Dev just a little bit better in the end. And we will head to the NMPZ. This is the third NMPZ we've gotten in 3 matches so far on stream. We are eating well right now. Again, I don't know who is better at NMPZ. I would guess probably that Dev has a bit of an advantage here. But, again, that's not to discount Shiina's prowess in NMPZ. He is very strong in every mode, of course. Both players in Brazil here, and both players with really solid guesses. And a round that was not that easy. I thought it could have been Misiones as well, but to be fair, it ended up being pretty close to Misiones too. Round 2. We have a bridge in the middle of nowhere. New Mexico makes perfect sense with a single yellow, yeah. Because it almost looks US-like, but I think with this road line and the railing on the bridge, Mexico is a better option. But landscape-wise, I do like the Northeast. Looks like both players have very similar vibes here. Shiina's trying to 5K, although, I mean, they both are. Dev actually has something. Dev's guess looks decent to me. Shiina's found something else, but it's not the same thing. And it's neither. It's just a bit more southwest. Fair enough. But Shiina getting off on the right foot here. In the must-win NMPZ game. Segmented pole, I would imagine we're in Brazil then, with that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be easy to tell what country this was, but I think the pole is just Brazil. Shiina agrees, he's in Pará. Good work. I mean, foliage does feel kind of Amazonian, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of odd. I don't know what, I mean, I'm not a very good Brazil player, so this is not one I feel very confident calling. I trust them more than I trust me. It's definitely a tough round. Currently, Dev is a little more east. They're basically on opposite ends of Maranhão. Damage could still be pretty significant here, given how large Brazil is. Shiina gonna stick with Pará, so we will see. And it is Maranhão. Okay, so both players in adjoining states, but neither was actually in Maranhão. But still, given the difficulty of the round, honestly, pretty good guesses from both there. And we head to round 3. We have Surabaya pavement, although again, Surabaya pavement's kind of fake. The more urban the round gets, the more fake the meta gets. But again, I feel like if you have nothing else, you kind of just click Surabaya when you see this. I mean, it's clearly Java with these roofs, unless it's like, you know, Lampung or something, but I think East Java is probably just the default click here. Lack of anything else. Ooh. Okay, Dev's in Yogyakarta now. And it is just East Java. It was a risk from Dev. It didn't quite pay off. But Shiina clicking Surabaya, Old Faithful, never fails. Right. Round number 5, the halfway points. With the Gen 4, I would imagine this is South Africa. It looks almost Botswana-like, but yeah, the Gen 4 eliminates that. Personally, I would probably be clicking Pretoria here. Or Johannesburg, but... Okay, Shiina's in Bloemfontein, and Dev's a little more southwest as well. Could work. I mean, it's quite dry. It could even be something like Kimberley or something like that, but... yeah, he's just gonna hedge, which makes sense. It's Klerksdorp. Oh my gosh. He actually had the city. What a guess. I didn't even realize he clicked a city. It looked to me like he just hedged, but it looks like he actually did probably intentionally click Klerksdorp, which, honestly, really, really impressive with just an NPC on that round. This is interesting. It's Australia, but we have like a dark road. It's almost a red road. Surely Oscar would know. Southern South Australia, I guess, for Shiina. They're both in SA, but they're quite far from each other right now. But Dev looks like he's considering switching. Now he's in Victoria. Which, I mean, with the foliage, I don't hate Victoria either, but now he's zooming Western Australia. He's not sure at all. Shiina hasn't moved in the Port Lincoln area. I forgot the name of that peninsula. I'm sorry. Is it the York Peninsula? Or is that the small one? I don't remember. Let me know in chat, I guess. Okay, Sheena's going to stick with it. South Australia. And it's a beautiful guess from Shiina. He's going to win it on that. Deservedly, so I would say. A guess like that, I mean, that's so impressive. Dev might have been able to survive if he clicked around Adelaide, but getting the right peninsula on that round is really, really impressive from Shiina. And he takes the NMPZ, and he takes the match. Good for the mental, for sure, for Shiina. Again, somebody I know